I'm your host, Davita Shinsky, and you're listening to Live Without Limits, Dreams Come True with the Right Mindset. And we're coming to you from the beautiful network of personal development. And today we're going to talk about the 7 practical ways to feel more in control of your life right now. And why we want to talk about this, because personal development is all about living the best quality of life possible wherever you are and in whatever circumstances you found yourself. When life throws you a curveball, it's easy to feel like everything is out of control. And in today's culture, constant productivity and hustling, it can also easily feel like you can't keep up and you've got no say when it comes to your life and your direction in life. In truth, being in a constant state of panic can lead to paralysis. You feel frozen and unable to move. Yet, there are various ways to work around this feeling and gain back control. So let's steer your focus away from the panic button and overwhelm and turn it towards 7 ways that you can start feeling more in control of your life right now. The first thing you need to look at is having a routine. This also helps with time management, and if you manage your time effectively, you also get yourself out of feeling stress whenever a deadline comes up. So, creating and sticking to a routine can have many positive effects. Once you have a routine down packed, it helps you become more productive. You don't have to waste time deciding what you should do, and it can save you a ton of mental energy. All in all, a solid routine can help reduce your stress levels, improve your sleep, and improve wellness. Simply put, you take the uncertainty out of your day when you have a routine. Yet, it's important to take your time creating your routine, as it takes some trial and error to decide what works best for you. Also, be patient with yourself during this process. A common routine that can help you gain back control and improve your health is a proper sleep and bedtime regimen. For example, you might go to bed and wake up at the same time each day. And maybe you have a few rules around your bedtime, such as no screens an hour or two before bed. You might also get things ready for the morning and perform a relaxing activity, such as reading or taking a warm bath before heading to sleep. In contrast, starting your day off right sets the time for the rest of your day. For instance, if you've missed your alarm, you may feel rushed or overwhelmed for hours afterward. Thus, maybe your routine involves getting up right when your alarm goes off. Not every routine works for everyone, but creating a plan works. It provides anchors throughout your day, guiding you and saving material or mental energy by limiting the decisions that you need to make. Some of these are practical things that are very important and things that we have capable of. Some of them are more prominent because depending on your behavior pattern, you may be a planner. You may be someone who likes a routine. You may be someone who also gets off on planning things. Like one of the things I do is that my routine is knowing that because I have a disability, I have to exercise. So I have it set up. Well, I go to the gym 3 days a week. And in doing so, I have a set time that I expect to be there and a set time to leave. And I know that I can't dawdle or distract myself by just talking to people or I'm a very sociable person, but I'm there to exercise. And I have things that I have to do, like planning when I'm going to do my podcast or when I'm going to be doing any small videos or planning my courses, knowing and blocking them off so they get done and not delayed. Plus, I also have other things that I schedule, like meetings, and I need to work those in also. So, two, become a planner. According to a recent study, those who plan ahead feel more in control of their lives, similar to routines. This provides a plan and a guide for how your day or your activity will play out. And how it will pan out. In turn, it reduces the chaos associated with an unplanned day or activity. And yet again, it limits the choices that you have to make throughout your day because you've already made them. You've set a plan. A great way to become a better planner is by using your calendar and sticking to it. This way, you have blocks of your day allocated to certain tasks, activities, or projects, keeping your time within your control. Three, manage your environment. Many individuals spend endless hours online scrolling through social media apps or chatting with friends or family. Sometimes you might not even realize how many hours have passed. 5 minutes turns into 1 hour or more, and our devices impact on our ability to focus is more than you think. Consequently, this can turn into feelings of being out of control. Even having a device near you can reduce your capacity to focus. Brain drain is a real thing, and not combating it can lead to a lot of stress and overwhelm. It's undeniable that in today's society, overstimulation is easy to come by. However, controlling how much stimulation you receive in your day to day is entirely within your control. For instance, when working, you can put your phone across the room and out of reach. You can even download applications such as Social Fever to help limit your social media or screen time. Other Ways that you can manage your environment further include getting outside and enjoying nature, or going to a co-working space instead of working from home. There are tons of options here to gain back control. 4. Exercise. The benefits of exercise are enormous, especially for improved mental well being. By adding exercise into your routine with good sleep and nutritious foods, you're setting yourself up for success on a daily basis. And in many ways, exercise brings the mind back into balance when you're feeling overstimulated and overwhelmed. A little activity will go a long way. For example, if you're feeling the most stressed and anxious at work, try setting a timer or reminder to get up and move once an hour. It can help reset your mind and reduce stress. Exercise has the wonderful capacity to increase endorphins in the body, which help relieve stress and pain and make you feel good. This can help you obtain feelings of empowerment and control as your worries melt away and you feel more confident in the choices that you make. Surround yourself with the right people. Jim Rohn said, "You are the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with." In many ways, we feed off the energies of the people around us. We learn their habits and behaviors and reflect them back. And unfortunately, some people just aren't good for our goals, lives, and overall being. If you've ever spent time with someone who is extremely negative, you'll be well aware of the mental drain that this takes. As your energy gets drained by others, then you might feel less in control of your life. Thus, choose who you hang out with wisely. Surround yourself with positive individuals and feed your energy and don't take it away. These positive social interactions can reduce stress and overwhelm while enduring the control of your life remains in your hands. And here's the thing also to think about. The expression is, if you want to succeed, hang around successful people. If you want to fail, hang around people who only know how to fail. So if you remember that, then understand that you have the power to control your life. And here's another thing. If a lot of what happens to you originally in childhood. If you have a parent that's very negative and it makes them feel better and powerful to constantly put you down and everyone else down, then eventually what's going to happen is you buy into it. You hear that so often that automatically you start telling yourself those same things that you've heard over and over again, just simply because they're a habit. And what you have to do is learn to break that habit. And when you change, you have to not hang around them because they're only going to try and pull you back in to the same vortex that you got out of. Manage your emotions. Sometimes managing your emotions can be extremely challenging. especially when these emotions involve other people. But the truth is, you are the person solely in control of your feelings and emotions. Don't expect that someone else outside of you can control how you feel about yourself. That comes from within. Be the adult that tells your inner child that you will take care of it and not let anyone else hurt you. And I can remember as a child when someone, because I have a disability, often I was the brunt of the jokes, and I learned to strike first before they had a chance to make me feel bad about myself. And I can remember being in college and some of the guys calling me over and teasing me about, oh, we went skinny dipping, and oh, yeah, I agreed with them. But the moment I turned around and walked away, I looked back at them and told them, you know, if we'd really be doing this, you'd be talking about it behind my back, not to my face. That's how I put them in their place for doing and saying things like that. So, in multiple ways, your thoughts create your feelings simply by changing your thoughts, which is completely within your power. You can change how you feel about something. This all comes down to focusing on what is within your control. And yes, your emotions absolutely are. You feel hurt by something someone did. It's important to look inward. Why would this hurt you? Why does it bother you so much? What can you internalize here? Once you do that, in many circumstances, you don't even need an apology to improve or move forward. Although we can all agree that it would be nice, but relying on others sometimes simply isn't possible. Undeniably, there are boundaries and other factors that play in the relationship, but knowing that your feelings, actions, and behaviors are up to you and can place a ton of power back into your hands and help you feel more in control. Expand your knowledge and creativity. Those who feel the most in control of their lives are constantly learning, actively open minded, and trying to expand their mind. Nurturing your creativity, working with your hands, learning new skills, and expanding your world will help increase your level of agency. Knowing that you've always a work in progress can be challenging and overwhelming your mindset to have, but it can also be freeing, releasing your fear of judgment and failure can help you feel more in control and less anxious about trying new things. In a way, it's about accepting yourself where you are and also moving forward, gaining the knowledge you need to get to where you want to be. Plus, knowledge is power. In other words, you'll feel empowered by learning something new or through creation. It also known to help calm the mind, contributing to less stress. So take back control of your life because life can feel overwhelming at times. we all feel out of control. Yet, there is always something that you can do about it and do it and do it to feel more in control, such as using the tips that I just listed. Plus, if you don't take the reins of your life, someone else will by actively seeking out areas of your life that you can control. You ensure that you achieve your goals and live a full and happy life. This is something that we often don't even realize, that we will let people control us. Now, when a parent has a very young child, it's understanding and important for them to guide that child and tell them what to do and tell them how to do it. But as they get older, as they take more control, you have to allow them leeway. You have to allow them to grow and learn and become independent. Because if you don't, then when you're not around to help them, they will be lost and not know what to do in order to live the kind of life they were meant to live. Therefore, take control of your life and let your child take control of his. And don't try to relive your childhood through your child.